Alrighty, as we get closer to the bulk of our 2020 season, I'd figured we'd take a look at some of the new rides and attractions that are going to be coming to us. Now, one of my most anticipated 2020 coasters is the Jersey Devil Coaster. That's obviously coming later this year, and it'll be coming to Six Flags Great Adventure and Safari in New Jersey. And this thing just looks nuts, you guys. I am so excited for this coaster. It is the third Raptor model to be built by RMC, and it looks amazing. I've recently had the chance to get to Six Flags Fiesta Texas to get on Golden Lasso Coaster, and it exceeded all of my expectations. It was fast, it was intense, it had amazing ejector airtime, and the way you just whip through the transitions is just insane. Now let's take a look at the name of this coaster, the Jersey Devil Coaster. I personally love this name. I think it's nice to see an original name coming out of Six Flags, because in recent years we've been getting a lot of the same stuff. Looking at you, DC. Now, as far as theming with this ride, I really don't expect much for theming, but let's just take a moment to appreciate the amount of detail in these trains. As the devil on the front, it looks amazing. We have that nice menacing face. It really is intimidating and really sets you up for the ride. But as far as the station and the overall queue, I wouldn't expect a lot of theming as it is Six Flags. Now, going to the overall ride experiences itself, it is the tallest, fastest, and longest single-rail coaster in the world, coming in at 130 feet, a top speed of 58 miles per hour, and a track length of a little over 3,000 feet. Now, getting into the bulk of the layout, you do start with an 87-degree drop, which I did think was an interesting choice. It didn't go with the full 90, but 3 degrees, I really don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. Then after the drop, you go up into the dive loop, which if this is anything like the other dive loops featured on the other two Raptors, it is such a good element. You really whip into it, and then you get a lot of G-forces at the bottom of this element. Then after the dive loop, you go up into an airtime hill, and then from there, you go into my favorite element that RMC makes, and this is the Zero G stall. If you guys haven't had a chance to get on this element, let me tell you, it is insane. You whip into it, and then you hang upside down, what literally just feels like forever, and it's just such a good element. Then coming out of the Zero G stall, we do go into this turnaround. This is going to be the furthest point in the ride. The one thing I will say about this turnaround is it levels out and then drops again, which I think is going to be a nice moment of ejector airtime, especially if you're in the back few rows. Then we go into the third inversion in this coaster, and that is going to be the Zero G roll. Coming out of that, we do go into the mid-course brake run. Coming out of the mid-course brake run, I do think you're also going to get a nice moment of ejector airtime. Then we go into the last turnaround for this ride. Some sideways airtime hills, which are always fun. And then one more pop of airtime until we go into the final brake run. Now, one of the main concerns for this ride has been capacity. As Six Flags Great Adventure is one of Six Flags' busier parks, and they really do need a high-capacity ride, and the Raptor models aren't really known for that. One of the things they have done to combat this has been making the trains longer. Instead of the 8 seats we normally see, they are 12. Another thing that will help with this is the mid-course brake run. It will allow for more trains to run on the track at one time, which is always good. I think the main thing with this ride that it's going to rely on is the operations. It really depends on how they're running the ride and how fast they're getting those dispatches out. All right, and that is my quick analysis for the Jersey Devil Coaster. I cannot wait till this thing opens later this year so I can get a few rides on it and let you guys know what I think. Now, if you like the video, please like and subscribe and follow us on Facebook. Thank you for watching, and now you are connected.